Shareholders are still picking up the pieces this morning after a single Chinese app tore a $1 trillion hole in the US stock market. Investors have been blindsided by the emergence of DeepSeek, an AI startup which offers chatbot performance on par with the best at a fraction of the cost. And in addition to the bloodbath on Wall Street, Australians are now being warned not to download the app due to national security concerns. For more, we're joined by economist Evan Lucas, live in Melbourne. Great to have you with us. So this is a rival to ChatGPT, right?
It is indeed, Chevo. So you're right to point out that if you look at its capabilities and what we've seen, it's been out for about 2 weeks, but it hit, full peak in the last 48 hours. Its comparability to what ChatGPT can do, it's almost about 1% less than what it can do. So it's a margin of error in terms of its capabilities. The speed at which it does it's pretty much exactly the same. And as you also pointed out, what's really caught Wall Street off guard is how cheap the Chinese are saying they can do it. It's not just a fraction, it's like a tenth of the fee of what you have to do. The amount of energy, the amount of chip requirements is a fraction of what ChatGPT needs. And so on that argument, it's why, all of this billions of dollars, all of these investment rounds that they've done, was it worth it? And that's why it's put such a big sort of hole in Wall Street at the moment.
How did the markets not see this coming?
Again, it's where it's come from. So you've pointed out there's a nationalistic part around it. The China story is there. We've known they've been working on it. We also know that the Americans banned them from having the absolute high-end chips. So what NVIDIA was making in Taiwan, they banned them from actually getting access to it. So they didn't think they had the capability or the speed technology that the American AI had. They've turned around and said, actually, we've used your old chips and we can do it just as well with fraction of the speed power. So that's also why it's caught people off guard with how well this is done with what is considered an inferior chip.
It went public only a week ago. It's been around for only about 12 months. The federal government saying don't download it. How concerned should we be, not just with this one, but any new AI coming to the market?
So let's answer the last part first. You've always need to have a level of skepticism about all AI. I mean, again, when we talk about AI, this is generative AI. The AI that can actually, look and learn from what you're doing. Doesn't matter where it comes from. The DeepSeek one, the why it's got a little bit level even further is clearly it has a nationalistic issue to it. I mean, if you do ask questions that are China focused, it won't give you the answer, or it will start giving the answer and take it away from you.
Right.
So there is that concern that it does selectively choose what it does and doesn't tell you. So that also needs to be put into this. And again, it explains why there's been a rally overnight in Wall Street as more and more that nationalistic issue kicked in, that the overdoing it on Monday may have been too far because DeepSeek does have some of its own flaws.
Wow, so it's censored. That's amazing. Evan, thanks for coming on.